Hello, welcome to Mini E-commerce Store Creation Demystified by Oludele Atuneshi. I want to first of all appreciate you for your trust and your investment into this training. And one thing I promise you is that surely you will have value for your investment into this training. And not only value, it will be overvalued for whatever you might have involved or committed into this training. You will not be disappointed. And at the end of this training, there are things that is expected of you that you must have become an expert or you must have learned at the end of this training. So without wasting much of our time, let's start with the introduction part. And under the introduction part, we are looking at the objective of this training. This training is created with one purpose in mind, and that is to teach and show you step by step how to create mini e-commerce store for your physical or digital product online selling multiple items. And you are expected to follow and implement along. It will be a practical class where you need to take some steps and also take some responsibility. After watching, you have to take responsibility by implementing it, because without you implementing it, it's more or less like a waste of time, resources, and what have you. Okay, and this program is going to run for 12 days and it could be more. Why? Because there may be some day whereby I will give you an assignment and then it will be an intermediate, at least there will be 1 day break. That is why 12 days, we are talking about maybe now talking about 24 days or less. That is, if you have today one training today, we have one break tomorrow, and then the following day, day 2 training will be available. And after day 3, we will have a day break, and also the following day we have it. Especially, this is meant for everyone that is enrolling for this training at the launch stage. And for those people that will be buying it after or having access to it after the launching, your home may be a consecutive delivery. It will be delivered every day, and it is something that you can have access to once and for all. Okay, having said this, the training will be delivered to you basically via video format and PDF sometime if the need arise. And then you will receive it via your email. The training download link will be sent to you through your email, and also and all you have to do is to follow the instruction in each mail as regard each day training. And also, I'm believing that subsequently I will have to create a membership website where everyone that will buy into this training will have access to this training and subsequent updates that may come. But for now, I'm not promising, that I'm looking at the feasibility of that. And having said this, once again, because this program is going to run for average of 12 days or more, then you may need help or support in the course of the training. Probably you have question or you have inquiry or whatsoever. Then if you need help or you need the support of the coach, then all you need to do is to send an email to support@legitcapital.com or WhatsApp message to 08188008252. So that is all you need if you need our support. WhatsApp message only 247. If at all, even I'm not responding immediately, you will surely receive message response immediately I'm online. And also our email you can send to support@legitcapital.com. So your question or any assistance you may need in implementing the training will be attended to through any of these two channels. Okay, and having said this is the training content, what we'll be doing in the next 10 to 12 days or more. Under module 1, we have physical store setting. Don't forget that it's a 2-in-1 training. That is how to set up e-commerce store to sell a physical product, and also how to set up an e-commerce store to sell your digital product. This has to do with people that are into their physical store, has to do with merchants, that has to do with selling physical products, such as either you are selling electronics, you are selling fashion, you are selling health product, or any other product. For example, now maybe you be selling electronics such as computer, fan, just mention it. These are the physical e-commerce, and this is the common e-commerce store that we all used to. And also we have e-commerce store for digital product, whereby people can order for your product online through your store, and then they pay and get delivery of the product on automation, because essence of e-commerce is to automate the process of the ordering and delivery of your product. So we are looking at the module 1 will be focusing on physical store setting, and under module 1 we are looking at overview of e-commerce store, what, or let me say overview of e-commerce business. That is, what is the potential or the area where you can function under e-commerce and business. So in the subsequent training, I'll be explaining in detail about overview of e-commerce business, where you can function, and you can function in 3 major ways. It's either you function as a merchant, or you function as website designer, that is creating e-commerce store, or you function as a logistic and delivery agent. But that is not the discussion for now. I'm only telling you what to expect. And also we are looking at the type of e-commerce website or store. There are different type of e-commerce store, and then I'll be talking about that. And then we are looking at income potential of e-commerce creator, as in e-commerce web designer. That is, what are the potential, because there are some people watching this video that they are learning this training for them to become an expert at creating e-commerce store for other business owner or other merchant or any other people that they need their service. And also there are a set of people watching this video that they are learning it for them as a expertise or skill that they can use to sell their product. That is, they are merchant, and at the same time they want to be a website creator, creating their e-commerce store for their product without outsourcing it from outside. So good, whichever category you fall into, that is good. And not only that, we are looking at requirement needed to successfully create a functional e-commerce store. And like you see on the screen, if you must successfully create an e-commerce store, creating an e-commerce store is not something that you use mobile phone to do. So that is why I wrote here personal computer. You must have a personal computer. How small it may be, is better than the most versatile tablet or iPhone or Android phone, because there are some limitations to what mobile phone can do. So you need a laptop computer, that is your personal computer. You need internet facility, you need domain name and hosting, you need your product details such as images, title, description, prices, and many other details that will be mentioned. And not only that, we are looking at the software and plugin required for e-commerce store. We do not be talking about CMS, talking the example of WordPress. There are so many software that you need to set up your e-commerce store. But we are looking at WordPress, that is CMS, that is talking about content management software. And we are going to use WooCommerce store, and then we need store themes, and then payment processor and the likes. All this we shall be explaining it and expatiate more on it later. And having said it, we are looking at how to register your domain name and hosting without any stress and without breaking bank, at least with a pocket friendly budget, and not even bothering without problem of downtime with your hosting in a situation whereby there are some hosting that your website will just go offline. So I'll be introducing to you a platform whereby you can get hosting and domain name register at a very cheap price. Maybe let me talk about between 6,000, 6,500 or maximum 5,000 naira. Because if you are to go for Namecheap, you will need nothing less than average of I think something like $20 to $30 for a year hosting, and apart from domain name. So, and if you don't have budget for that, then I will refer you to somewhere, or just contact me, then you will get something that will serve you better. Okay, and then we will be looking at accessing your cPanel and creating customized web email address, how to install WordPress on your domain name, how to install required e-commerce software, plugin, themes, and setting as it's required for setting up our e-commerce. And then still continue e-commerce store setting, talking about creating e-commerce store pages, adding product to your store, setting your current store currency, store payment method setting, store shipping and delivery. So these and many more is what we shall be looking at the module 1, which is physical store setting to sell your physical product. And now under module 2 we shall be looking at digital store setting, and this has to do with how to set up e-commerce store to sell digital product, either video, PDF, ebook such as PDF, selling your membership class, anything that has to do with downloadable, either audio, video, PDF, or email newsletter, whatsoever that has to do with that, you don't need to ship anything. So you can create digital store to sell your product, either you are an information marketer or you are a coach or whatsoever, especially for information marketer that want to sell their product on their own domain name and they don't know how to set up e-commerce store to sell their product, to receive their money and download and send the product to the people that want to download it. So all this will be done in module 2. So under this module 2 we are going to see how to set up one-page digital store, creating multiple store digital store, multiple product digital store, download page setting, payment method setting, confirming your payment and order before download. This is part of what you are going to learn, how to see that your customer confirm his payment before he download. This has to do with the security of avoiding your product to be shared anyhow online. There's no how it cannot be shared, but there should be a limitation to it, and also building buyers email list. This has to do with building the list of people that are buying, so that you have a list of buyers, so that when you are selling another product you know people to market it, because not everybody that visits your store will buy, but anybody that buys, you must be able to have their email separately so that you can send message to them appreciating them, and at the same time upsell some other product or related product to them, because they have been a buyer before. There is a possibility and high potential that they will buy future product from you. So it is better you have a list of buyer separate from the list of everyone. For example, now if you promote your product online and then people are they opt into your email and you are buying, the people are buying, now you must have separate lists for your buyers, apart from general list of people that came in maybe through your lead magnet or through your advertising, yet they have not bought. So these are what we are going to cover and many more as time goes on in the training. And also not forget our training bonus. As you can see on the screen, we have premium. I will be giving out some premium e-commerce store theme that you can use for your store, because theme is very important to your store appearance. In fact, if you miss it in the theme, then every other thing is waste of time. Sometimes you see some beautiful store, you think that there's anything special. There are so many things special, but oftentimes if the theme is not okay, no matter what effort you put into it, it will be under value. And also I'll be giving a video training that I call WAES, that is WhatsApp automated e-commerce store, that I created. This one has to do with how to set up e-commerce store for people that have a low budget but they don't have money for domain name and hosting, yet they want to be online, or they don't have money for hosting. You can comfortably use this training also to sell, especially you target people that they use status to sell their WhatsApp status to promote their product, yet you introduce this to them, and I offer this program for product for 15,000 naira, but you can get it free. And also Facebook audience target for e-commerce business worth over 25,000 naira. Facebook advert swipe 5 that you can tailor and use it to run advert for your store or for any other business. An introduction to highly efficient local delivery company here in Nigeria, and other unannounced training bonuses as the training continues. So the next thing, as we continue with this training, the one training is what is needed. Like I said earlier, you need a personal computer. Phone may not be applicable in setting up e-commerce store. You can only use the phone to receive notification or to check what you are doing through the mobile to see how responsive it will be on the mobile. But if you want to set up a full-fledged e-commerce store, it may not be the best using phone. Okay, so you need personal computer if you want to be an e-commerce store, even let me say website designer, because being a website designer is part of what we learn we are creating e-commerce, because a sample of a website we are talking about, we have e-commerce, we have business, we have blog, we have every other one, but this one now is talking about e-commerce now. And not only that, you need a good internet facility so that you can upload, download, set and do many other things. And also above all, you need commitment to implement what you are going to learn in this training. We appreciate and I want to encourage you. Just make up your mind that you implement it, because what you learn that you don't implement, you cannot be a master over it. And what you have not mastered, you can't have confidence to go out either to position yourself as an expert to creating it, designing website for other, especially e-commerce, because the potential of e-commerce store creation is very high and it will never stop, especially with where things are going. Every business owner, especially people that are into buying and selling, they want to have online presence for their service, for their product. And if you are a website designer, you can easily position yourself creating e-commerce for them and charging them for as much as over 70,000 naira and above. Okay, so be committed to implement what you will learn from this training, and that will be the joy of you spending your money and your time and your resources on this training. Now let's proceed now as we begin with the outline one after the other. Now, overview of e-commerce business, because you must know what you want to enter into. E-commerce business cut across 3 categories, as you can see on the screen. Number 1, you can be a merchant. That is, merchants are people that are buying and selling. And then, who are the merchant? People that maybe they are selling local made product or imported product. And now, someone is a merchant. Merchant generally is a seller. So either online or offline, merchant is someone selling a product or a physical product. Yes, and this is common. So merchant, for example, now if you are a player, you have a account with Jumia or Konga, they call you merchant because you have product you are selling on their platform. So you are into buying and selling, you see another person's platform. Now e-commerce business will revolve around these 3 categories of people: merchant, store creator or website designer, and also logistic and delivery agent. All these 3 work hand in hand. Without merchant, there is nothing to sell, and without with store creator or website designer, there is no platform to position your product online. And also, after you are a merchant and you have the platform and people order, the logistic company and delivery agent will be the one that will help you to deliver your product across the state of the federation or your country, wherever you may be. So you discover that in e-commerce business, you can function in any of these 3. It's either you function as a merchant, or you function as a store creator, or you function as a logistic and delivery agent. However, it is possible for someone to function in one or 2. Let me put it that way, in one or 2. Probably partially you can function in the 3. How do I mean? You can be a merchant, and also because you are watching this training now, you can create your own store for yourself. And also at the same time, you can be a logistic and delivery for your store. How? Maybe someone order for your product in your location, in your state, in your local government, in the environment. You don't need to look for logistic or delivery agent. All you just need to do that think about how you can get across to that person. Either you meet at a particular location or you take it to his house and you pretend as if you are the one delivering it, you are the logistic, you know how to go about that. You wouldn't do the communication with him as if you are the merchant and at the same time you are the delivery, so that you will not be shortchanged. So I've done that before, that someone ordered for a product on my store, and I say, okay, our delivery agent will deliver it to you within 24 hours. After all, you are living in our state. And then I use another number to call him as agent, and I deliver it, and I collect the money for the product, and I take that money for the logistic and delivery of a team. Okay, so you can serve as a merchant or store creator or logistic and delivery agent, but you will function in one, at least in one, under e-commerce business, or you function in two of the categories. So these are the overview of e-commerce, and any of the category you want to function is a money spinning category. As a merchant, you are selling. If you are selling, you will be making good money selling your product. And as e-store creator or website designer creating e-commerce for people, then you can be making your money, getting paid very highly paid, so with your expertise and your skill. And however, if you want to go into logistic and delivery agent, in a matter of time, it's a money spinning aspect of the business, especially all through this lockdown. In fact, the business boom for logistic and delivery agent, but everything requires necessary knowledge, information and skill to operate successfully. So but for now, our focus is store creator. So either you are a merchant watching this video and you want to be a store creator for your product, or you are not a merchant, you are not a logistic delivery or agent, you want to be a store creator for merchant, for any other business creating e-commerce store for them. I want to congratulate you. Just make up your mind and be focused with any of the category or one or two category of e-commerce business. None of it that you venture into that is not a money spinning category or business. So just decide and then we focus and push it to the best level, and you will not regret that you are doing that. Now we now look at the type of e-commerce or website store. Number one, we have single niche store. And under single niche store, we have one pager store, or we have many e-commerce store. When you are talking about single niche store, I'm talking about, for example, now we are looking at single niche store can be a store that you don't sell more than one product, or your store is created around one product or category of product. For example, now beauty. So if your focus is beauty niche, that means that, and the other beauty niche, which one are you selling? Fashion? Are you selling anything that has to do with hair? Are you selling anything that has to do with jewelries? Are you selling anything that has to do with jewelries, wristwatch? No. So you can decide to say, okay, you want to focus on a particular niche, health and beauty, or beauty, fashion, men's wear, women's wear, children wear, electronics. Even under electronics, you can say, okay, you want to focus on computer and mobile accessory. That is what I regard to niche store. So your niche choice is that you can only focus on a particular product category. Not, you can't sell everything. So, and this one can be done using one pager store or mini e-commerce store. So our focus in this training will be on mini e-commerce store, basically, that can allow you to sell 4 or 5 products under a particular niche. For example, like I said, that maybe you want to sell men products, probably men wear. So under men wear now, you can sell shirt, trouser, boxer, shoe. All this has to do with men. So this can be done under mini e-commerce store. But when it is one pager store has to do with one product per page. So you can only have one page promoting one product. And this is what is common with many people that you see on the internet with their with their promoting their product, you just see they are promoting hair grow serum or serum or something like that, or they are promoting car tracker. So this one has to do with one pager store. But when you're talking about mini e-commerce store, that may allow you to focus on what you call it, car accessory. So under car accessory, you can be selling fuel saver, selling car tracker, selling car security, selling tire inflator, selling what do you call it, many other, there are. So that is what mini e-commerce store has to do. And also we have multi-niche store. An example, simple definition I will give to this is example of Jumia and Konga. If you go to Konga now, there is nothing you are looking for in all categories, in every walks of life that you are looking for, you will get there. You want to buy book, you will get there. You want to buy jewelries, electronics, household utensil, kitchen, sitting, just television, just either electronics, either wear, either computer, either phone, just wears, shoes, tennis. This one is multi-niche, that is, it cut across just anything. And for someone that is just coming up, you may not compete successfully with this. So that is why we always advise that if you want to start e-commerce business, start with single niche. That is single niche store, that they're selling one product per time, and from there you move to 3, 4, 5. So when you are now begin to sell 4, 5 products under the same category, related product, let me put it that way, you can now have mini e-commerce. For example, now if your focus is on automobile, for example car, you want to sell car accessory, you can start with car tire inflator, and with time you introduce tire car tracker. Later you introduce this car interior decoration. There are so many, tire inflator, tire deflator, the detector, many. So now by this time you have graduated to mini e-commerce, whereby you have mini e-commerce around one product, around one niche, but more of product. I think we get to know this better when we continue in the training. So these are the 2 types of e-commerce store or website that we have. And now to round up this particular aspect of the training, especially for this day 1 training, we are looking at income potential of e-commerce store creator or e-commerce web designer. Now you may look at it that what are the potential of this? I want to tell you that the potential, your income potential to become an e-commerce website creator or designer is on high side. You can see on the screen how much do website designers charge in Nigeria, and you say cost of website design for a standard 5-page website can range from $5 to $5,000. And when you look at that now, talking about $5 to $5,000, we are talking about let's quickly do a kind of calculation. Okay, let's quickly do a small calculation now. I'm talking about $500 average. Let's look at average times let's say times 400. Let's say 400 at least at the present dollar exchange rate in Nigeria now. That is 200,000 naira. So that means that in a month, if you are able to get 2 to 3 websites, you'll be talking about between 3 to 500,000 naira. So even on the worst scenario, let's say you charge 75,000 naira. If your charges, let's say, okay, on the worst scenario, let's say 50,000 naira. So if you are charging 50,000 naira per website, it depends. We are looking at 5-page web page, either website. Then look at it. Now let's assume that you are able to create like 4 in a month. That is talking about over 200,000 naira. 50,000 times 4, that is 200,000 naira. Okay, so with other side business we are doing, so getting 200,000 naira from one skill is something that is achievable. or if you know how to go about it, and then that is the minimum you can charge. That is charging 50,000 naira. You can charge as much as 70, 100,000 naira. It depends on the number of pages and what the person wants on this website. So these are the potential of what you can enjoy, financial income or income potential of e-commerce website designer. For some of you that you are learning this skill to as a business that you can leverage on to do business. I want to tell you that people are demanding on a daily basis for website design, for e-commerce store creation, and which will help you to get paid anyhow, connecting with people and then telling people about your product and your service. And don't be surprised, you'll be surprised that people will patronize you and pay you handsomely. And with time, you can increase your charges from 70,000 to 100,000, 150, and not only that, you learn more so that you increase your premium knowledge over this business, over this skill, so that then you can be able to increase your charges, because the more knowledgeable you are in a particular business or a skill, the more your charges will increase. So this is where we are going to stop in this training today, and we shall be looking at another presentation tomorrow, and that the next day 2 presentation. We will be moving to day 2 presentation. We are going to be looking at cover income potential of e-commerce store creation. So now in day 2 of our training, we shall be looking at the required needed to successfully create our functional e-commerce store. And then not only that, after we have done that, we move straight to software and plugin required for e-commerce store. And also under that day, we're looking at domain name registration and hosting. So that is what we'll be looking at in day 2 of this training. We start from requirements needed, and then move to software and plugin required, and then how to buy domain name and hosting. Once again, it has been the first of Olumide Atumise. I want to appreciate you for your time, for your investment into this training, and I believe that you have enjoyed this. So before now, if you have any question as regard what we have discussed, or probably you have any question as regard the outline I've displayed before now, then you can always contact me through the email address that I share with you, through the contact help and support I share with you. So you can always contact me if you have any question or you have need any assistance. Just send your email to support@regiscashstore.com or WhatsApp me on 08188008252. Once again, thank you for your time. See you in the next day 2 training presentation. See you at the top. Enjoy your time. Bye.